The first thing that I'm going to tell you is that just because your parents don't believe in you doesn't mean you shouldn't believe in yourself. What's going on, everybody? Today I have a pretty personal story, and to be honest, it's not even just a personal story, it's a personal video, and I wanted to share it because, it's something that I go through a lot, and something that I know many people go through a lot in the whole world, but they don't know how to deal with it. And coming from, me, a guy who's going through it and still going through a lot of these type of things, I've discovered a couple ways on how, not to let that type of toxicity come into my life. And today's video is basically about what to do when your parents don't believe in you. And the first thing that I'm gonna tell you is that just because your parents don't believe in you doesn't mean you shouldn't believe in yourself, all right? That's the first thing that you gotta understand. Just because your parents don't believe in you or your dreams, your aspirations, it does not mean that you should not believe in them too, all right? That's the first thing that you really gotta put down. And for me, throughout my whole life, to be honest, I've never had shit that my parents believe in me, ever. I've never gotten real, genuine support from my mom and dad in my ideas, my beliefs, my thoughts and stuff like that, simply because, they were raised up in a very hostile and scarcity-based environment. And what do I mean by that? So the first thing is, obviously, I don't want to be pointing fingers to my parents and stuff like that and saying like, oh, they're bad parents, because, they're not. But a lot of the things, how their mindset works, and you gotta understand with immigrant parents, and if you're watching this, you can probably relate if you're an immigrant as well. The way they were raised is very different, okay? My dad was raised up in the Vietnam War. My mom was raised up, just basically on like people backstabbing her whole life. And for them, it's very natural for them to hand down those insecurities and those doubts onto me. It's very easy for them to project their insecurities onto me. So therefore, the shit that your parents is putting you through right now, and like the disbeliefs, the self-defeating thoughts, the sayings of you're unworthy, maybe it's better if you get a plan B. Maybe you should go the different route, stuff like that. When your parents say that, it's just simply reflection of them not seeing themselves being able to do it themselves. Simple as that. So whenever somebody, it's not just parents as well, when you're trying to do something new, whenever you try to pursue the extraordinary, like people always come up to you, people who are uncomfortable with it, all right? Obviously, some of them can come out of love and some of them can come out of envy, but we gotta distinguish both of them. However, solving both of them is pretty simple, okay? You just gotta believe and do you, all right, man? And girl, like, you gotta just believe and do you. And these are the times when people are down you. These are the times to lock in a lot more confidence and really go searching in a deep side of the ocean and really figure out yourself. Because people who do not have a strong foundation in their self-belief, self-worth, their conviction and the confidence, they will shake, all right? The glass will break from, especially the parents who don't believe in you. That single thing alone can affect so many kids around the world, because so many kids look up to their parents, their mom and their dad, stuff like that, and they look up to them. And when you have somebody who you look up to shit on your dreams, that's really bad, right? So what you gotta do is you gotta take away that power, and you gotta put all that power back into you, all right? Put all that power back into you, and that's very important. And obviously, self-awareness is really important as well. And like, honestly, if you have your parents not believing you, you gotta use that as fuel, because not only now, you have like people who gave birth to you, looking down on you, looking down on your dreams and aspirations. Now it's like, sometimes, and I come victim to this as well sometimes. And, I consider myself a pretty confident and convicted guy. And, sometimes like earlier today, they were just talking a lot of crap, even though I'm living so much better than them, and I have so much more love and abundance in my life than they couldn't have even ever imagined, And and it's not enough for them to like understand. It's still not enough for them to believe. And what I gotta say is that, you know, you really just gotta put that confidence inside. You gotta keep it inside, and these are the times where it matters the most. And what I want to say to you guys is, like, you know, it's so important to have a strong foundation, all right, to yourself. A man or woman who doesn't stand for anything is a man or woman who will fall for anything. So don't let people push around your dreams. Don't let your parents push around your dreams. You know, I've had many dreams in the past where I just let people walk right over it, and not my parents necessarily, but like just other people as well. And now, you know, like being a grown adult and going through those things where I literally threw away dreams, I threw away goals because people shitted on it. People said it was a stupid idea, people said it was stupid this. And granted, yeah, some of them might have been a stupid goal, might have been a stupid dream, and however, it's just a fact that, like, you know, I'll never know unless I tried. I would have never known. And I know some of you can relate on this, and I want to express it to, like, I'm so compelled to express it to you because, man, it's serious shit when your parents don't believe in you, right? So, and also there's a fine line of delusion and like actually going for like a real tangible goal as well. So for me, I think there are some people out there who have a very delusional goal, but a goal or a mission that it's not even a mission. They have a delusional goal, then it's not a mission. But, like, you know, they're delusional at some point, and then some people are gonna try to help them, gonna, you know, try and mentor them. However, this is so important, okay? Never, ever take advice, all right? Or accept the opinions of other people for your goals, or, you know, for big goals, big dreams, stuff like that. Do not take their advice or, you know, criticism unless they have the life that you want. All right, that's a very important one as well. And I want to emphasize that because my parents do not live, they do not feel, they do not see and hear and taste the type of life that I want, right? But they're talking mad shit about it, they're putting it down. I'm sure a lot of you can relate as well. A lot of your parents are talking down on your dream, on your goals, a life and goal that they can't relate and they can't understand, and they can never ever imagine living in their entire lifetime. You know, do not take advice on that, because unless you're willing to download the very same footprints and the blueprint of their life right now, unless you're willing to do that, do not take their advice. Because for me, I'm at the point in my life now where I have, you know, one or two really great mentors in my life, and, you know, they obviously have the things that I want: love, abundance, wealth, all those things, and I look at those and I ask for advice in those parts. And whenever I ask for business advice or ask for goal advice, and if they say it's a little bit silly, then yeah, I'm gonna listen to it, because they are where I want to be. Okay, those are the people I take advice from, not from the freaking naysayers who are scared and insecure and trying to project their insecurities onto me. I don't take advice from these type of people. So there's two different type of sources of opinions here, and, you know, and you could say like dream shooters, or not dream shooters. I don't want to say that, but you guys get what I'm trying to say. So stepping back to what I was trying to speak from the beginning of the video, and, you know, none of this is planned. All this is raw off the top, and I'm really genuinely trying to get it down to you guys, because if your parents do not believe in you, like I said in the beginning of the video, it does not mean you don't have to believe in yourself. You know, you gotta believe in yourself. Times like this, man, don't worry about proving them wrong. Just worry about proving yourself right. Because, you know, as much as they can, you know, blame you and shame you and try to get you out of your dreams and goals, the best thing you can do right now, the best you can do, just work on yourself. Work on bringing those dreams and goals closer to you, right? Who the hell do you gotta be today to achieve those results? All right, that person that you want to be in 5-10 years from today, who are they? What do they do? What are their habits? What are their routines? What do they do? All right, and then be them. That's it. Start now, start today, not tomorrow, not later, not next week, not next month, not after New Year's. You don't do that shit. You do it right away. All right, you prove yourself right. Just because your parents don't believe in you, it does not mean you don't have to believe in yourself either. You can make it happen, and do not let other people's thoughts and opinions dictate how your future reality will look, just because on their insecurities and the disbeliefs in the current reality. All right, never judge how your future will look based on how you're feeling right now or how other people are feeling. Fuck what they gotta say. Fuck that shit, all right? And I say that with so much passion. I hope you guys can like hear it, because this has been, you know, something my whole life that my parents didn't believe in me, and I'm sure you can relate as well if you're watching, you know, all the way till like this part of the video, and I'm sure you can relate as well. My parents never believed in shit, right? Never believed in shit. When I man, like if you know my content, if you know who I am, it's like I've done so much in my life already, and it's crazy how like that still does not impress them in a way. They want to see me get a degree, they want to see me get a diploma, they want me to, you know, get a steady job, like, you know, go into become a lawyer, engineer, all that, you know, that new immigrant bullshit, not new, sorry, that old immigrant bullshit. It just doesn't serve me, you know, it just doesn't serve me, and not in the thing that I want to achieve and the person who I want to become. So it does not work that way. So if this is resonating with you right now, and your parents are trying to like fill your dreams with some other type of, you know, like agendas and things, don't worry about it, okay? Believe in you, do what needs to be done in order to become that person or in order to achieve those results. Done.